I'm Juliet and welcome to St Asaph Cathedral's Part 3 Translators Treasure Trove demonstration. In this section I'm going to demonstrate how to create a little horse, and I'm going to make some translator figures to go with our treasure trove map and box. So in your bag, take the Crayola Model Magic out of the bag. Once it's out of the bag, make sure you're working on your piece, or if you have to have a break or you need to go pop off for lunch, pop it back in the bag and seal it, because it will start to dry out as soon as we've taken it out of the bag. What I did is I actually looked at some pictures of horses online and chose the sort of horse I'd like to make, or you could just have a go at making one yourself. But what I would do is just make a bit of a sort of long wide sausage with it, and then we're going to sort of pinch the piece into sections. So this will eventually become the head. I'm going to pinch down and pinch down here. Can you see? I'm starting to create some very wide legs, and with this one I'm trying to make a bit of a head. So if you think of a horse, they have a bit of a long nose, they have a bit of a mane, obviously they've got longish legs, we want a bit of a tail. So I'm just mainly pinching really, and I'm doing what I would call quite stylized, so it's not going to look the most realistic horse. I just want something that I can put some little figures on for later. So I think he needs a bit more of a thinner neck there. And then it's up to you. You don't want to go too fiddly because things will break off. But you could pinch some ears if you wanted to. That mane's a bit big. Pop that down. There. Now, once you've got to that sort of stage, this is where I actually use scissors. So ask an adult for help. I actually cut the legs in half with scissors, gave them a little bit of a shape like so, and then once you're happy with your horse, I would use something to rest it on so it dries. So you can see it's very floppy, so if you want it to be stay horse shaped, you might want to lay it flat while it dries out. Another idea is you could actually put it on top of something like so, just so that you keep the legs dangling so that they will dry clear. So you'll need to leave that for about a day to 2 days, and it will become hard and you won't be able to model it anymore. So here's one I've made earlier. Can you see? Completely different texture now compared to the floppy horse here. And he's ready. You could actually paint him or use coloured felt tip pens. I quite like them when they're just light coloured like that. We're ready to make some figures to go with your horse. So in your bag you have some pictures of the 8 Welsh Bible translators, and they do have their names on. And then you also have a template that's going to be able to make us some little finger puppet pieces based on the Welsh Bible translators, so that they can ride the horse. So with some scissors, cut out the 4 pieces here. And then ask an adult to help with the fiddly bits. Can you see, you need to cut out these pieces so that your fingers can go through. So what I tend to do is just snip like that one way. Then I can get my scissors in, and I tend to do snip both ways. And can you see, it's much easier then to cut all the way around like so, until you have one of the leg holes. So imagine you've done that on all those 4 pieces there. You end up with the 2 holes, and what I've done is I've cut out 2 of the Welsh translators. So in this case I've got Richard Parry and William Morgan, and so they're reversible. You can have William Morgan one day or Richard Parry the next, and obviously your 2 fingers go through, and then obviously they can, if you wanted to do a little bit of role play, they can actually ride on the horses with your help, with your fingers as their legs. So let's bring the box all together now. So we have our translators, our horse, our treasure map with the cathedrals on. And there we go, that one. So we've got St Asaph Cathedral here. We pop our little horsey there. We've got St David's Cathedral there. We've got our translators, and we've got our treasure box. Everything can fit inside, and you can devise your own game based around how the translators travelled around Wales, and you can store lots of nice goodies in your treasure box as well. So I hope you've enjoyed making all these lovely things, and enjoy your summer, and we look forward to seeing any pictures you send us of all your hard work. So do take care, and thanks again for watching.